Hi, Scrapchallenge here, and welcome to part 2 of my castle building project. This is where we're building the main keep, which you can see behind me. You can see behind me there is the tower which we built in the last episode. So, what I'm going to do today is show you how you make the next bit of the castle compound. It is going to be very big. We've still got a lot more buildings to make, but this is what we're going to be building today. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to take a little while to do because there is a lot of blocks to place. If you have something like World Edit you can speed it up considerably, but I have done this all freehand. So if you stick with me, I'll show you how we do this. Okay, for the keep what I'm going to do is the same as before. I'm going to load up my inventory with the plain stone bricks, mossy stone bricks and cracked stone bricks. Now for the first few layers I'm going to have an equal amount of each, and then I'm going to start replacing some of the cracked and the mossy ones with plain stone bricks as I go up, so it'll be slightly less distressed as it goes up to reflect the lesser amount of wear that it gets as it goes up. Now this is a really tedious bit, just bringing this up to height, so I'm really not going to bore you with all of this. So I'm going to come back when I've got it up to the height that I want it to be. Okay, I've been working on getting this up to height. What I've also decided to do is put some of the buttresses up against the side of the wall, because this is going to be a much taller tower than the old one that we did last video, because this is going to be the main keep. Now it's taken a little bit of measuring, but luckily when I made this completely by accident it is actually a perfect square, so that's handy. So, which means that the buttresses are going to be even on all sides. If it doesn't, then you just have to work with what you've got. So what I've done is I've done spacings of 3, so 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, all the way along, and that happens on all sides, quite fortunately. You can have a space of 4, 5, whatever looks good to you. Now also we've got the buttresses getting slimmer as they go up, so I've got that height down 3, that height down 3, then down to there. What I need to do now is just to cap these off with a stone brick stair, which will just finish them quite nicely like this. Okay, I've been bringing the castle up to height, and we are seeing less incidents of these blocks now, the cracked stone bricks and mossy ones. What I'm going to start doing now is marking out the floors inside. Now I want the ground floor to be fairly tall, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm going to put some vaulting in here to support the weight of everything above it, so I'm going to need quite a lot of space underneath to do that. So I'm just going to now fling down this floor. Now in the tower video I explained that on the first floor we always have stone rather than wood. The reason being that if invaders get in, they would typically start a fire and try and burn out the tower from below. Now if it's stone, it's not flammable, they can't do that. But you can't have stone all the way up because the structure simply can't take the weight. So we're going to switch to wooden floors above this level. Okay, I've been working more on the tower here. We've got the floor in here. I've left some gaps so I can fly up through this for building purposes. And I've put a little gap through here as well so I can put some floors in the thickness between the walls. So that's the first floor. You see I've got some spruce planks here and out here, and spruce planks here, and I need to do some just here. Now you'll see also I've put some stone slabs there. I've done that at each level just to mark the level of interior floors, and I'm going to show you why in a minute, because I need to see from the outside where the position of the floors are. Now an architectural detail that's sometimes seen is called a string course, which is at the level of different floors you'll have a line of different materials, often protruding from the wall a little bit, but not always, which helps to add a little bit of definition to a build. So before I cap this off, I'm going to go and sort out that string course. So you can see here where I've done it. Now I'm going to use double stone slabs. If you've got access to command blocks, you can also do a double stone slab, which basically is this without the line in the middle. I have used those for building on my creative plot after a mod that gave me some quite kindly, and it's something I'm going to use in future as well. But for this, I'm just going to go with plain old vanilla Minecraft, so I'm going to use the same stuff that you could get all, you know, legitimately without having use of command blocks. Okay, you'll see I've now finished those towers, and we've got a good basic shell to work with. We've got the string courses here delineating the interior floors. The same on here. I've made these floors one block smaller than in the main keep. I've put the floors in inside with wooden floors in the intervening levels and stone on the others. I've still got some holes to work with here, so I can access all the levels quite easily. Obviously these will get filled in when we're finished. If I come through, you can see what we've achieved so far. There we go. So now I think I'm going to put some battlements in, and then I can go in and start putting in some beams and supports and the vaulted ceiling in the basement. But for now, let's go and pick up some of these. So I'm going to want that and that. And I'll start off on these to show you how we do this. We knock out those two, place that. This is where I found out if I've got an odd or an even number. And I've got an odd number, which is perfect. So again, we've got our lovely cooled out regulations, the murder holes. I've finished doing cobbling on top of towers and around the main keep. I've decided that the entrance is going to be via this building, which is going to be like a gatehouse. and it's going to bring you in on the first floor level instead of on the ground floor. I'll equip myself with some dark oak wood and some dark oak wood stairs. I'm going to plan out some beams to support these the floors with. Right, I've now added some more pillars. The supporting pillars around the edges don't need to be as beefy as the one in the middle. Okay, dawn is breaking. I've finished putting the interior rooms into the main keep. Now you can see we've got this drawbridge here which is going to connect to this building when it's done, but for now we just have that sort of floating bridge there. So let's have a look and see what we've done. This is the outside of the main keep. Everything looks better with shaders, doesn't it? Now when we've got the rest of this castle compound finished as well, it's going to look much better, but I'm going to do this piece by piece. So let's go in and have a look what's inside. I may change this drawbridge into wood once I've got the other building in place. So we're entering at the first floor level, but I'm going to start by going down into the cellars. Now down here we're going to have lots of storage. We're also going to have the kitchens. So we'll start off in the kitchen. We've got a nice table for preparing food on. We've got the furnaces, which are ovens with the powered rail on top, or sorry, detector rail on top, which looks like a hob ring. We have some cauldrons on the boil, so I put some netherrack a block down, then set fire to it and put cauldrons on top. We also have, off the side here, the sort of scullery, we have latrines, we have the little water pits. Now here is some seating and tables for the servants to eat at and to socialise at. The servants can hang out down here, have a seat. And again, I've done this trick for the table by putting a redstone block one block down, then a piston on top of it, which gives quite a nice freestanding table. I've used some slabs here to make more shelving. Now you can see I've actually got some chests side by side. That's because one is a trap chest and one is a regular chest which can go side by side. So again, lots of storage here. I've got a dispenser there put sideways for another miscellaneous block. I've got some note blocks which look like packing cases, because you're going to want a lot of storage down here. You can see the sunlight coming through these lovely high up windows. Okay, let's go up to the first floor then. So in here, I've put some carpets down, I've got some pictures up on the walls. There's the beams, which are supporting the roof, and a nice big pillar in the middle. I've put some little rugs down in the rooms. So here is one of the bedrooms. Again with a little garderobe off the side, which has got sort of a sink in it for washing. Another slightly smaller room. You can see the sunlight streaming down from this lovely high up window. Now I do need to avoid walking into pressure plates. I've made a pressure plate table there, but if I walk into it I'm going to get a world hole, so I've really got to watch out for that. This one's got a little study off the side. So let's go up to the first floor, or the second floor I suppose. Again, we have more of these little storerooms which have the wash basins in. More bedrooms. Nice and spacious. It's a good roomy feeling to this place, which I couldn't get in the smaller tower. But this is the main keep, so it is going to be fairly well appointed. Just a smaller twin bedroom. Okay, now let's go up to the next floor. Now this is going to be the top floor of the main keep. Above this it splits into 4 towers. Now we've got some nice big windows here to let the light sort of flood in. And this lovely hall up here. We've got lots of seating areas. We're going to have somewhere for for you to eat. So there's a banqueting hall at this level. It seems a bit peculiar having it so far from the kitchen, but this is how things would have been. The food is often cold by the time it arrived at table, but in many country houses and castles this is how it was. Now here we have the throne room. I haven't really done the throne room in my castles before, but it definitely needs one. So a throne there, some lovely royal purple carpet. We've got some armour hung on the walls here and some skulls with enemies. Okay, now above this level, everything splits into towers. So we come through here, again we've got a couple of little guard robes here with some windows you can look out. But the windows can be a lot bigger at this level. So we go up here. Now up here there tends to be a lot of guards, not so much sort of living space. This is where the guards are going to be watching out for the enemies coming because they've got a nice high vantage point. So if we go out here you can see we've got the 4 towers. They're all identical. So let's pick one of these and go in. So this is a sitting area for the guards when they're not on duty. On this level we have a bunk room, so we've got some bunk beds there. Now to make these I basically placed a block and another set of blocks, another set of blocks, put a bed on the top, knocked out the blocks, put a bed on there, knocked out the blocks, put a bed on there, knocked out the blocks and put a bed down there. You've always got to work from the top down and you get some good bunk beds then. The guards don't get a lot of comfort, they tend to be crammed in because there's a lot of them and you need to make sure they take up as little space as possible. Now here's another bunk room. Plenty of chests to keep their things in, and we're using a ladder to get to the top of the tower, a ladder and a trapdoor. So you can see from here, we can see for miles. Anyway, I hope you enjoy watching this, and I look forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to like, and if you enjoy these, feel free to subscribe. Bye!